Hola, hola. Welcome to Kitchen Vida. Today we'll be making one of my favorite vegetarian dishes that can be used in many ways, and we will talk about that a little later. For now, here is the list of ingredients, and let's get started. Vámonos! One thing I love about this dish is when I make it, I make tons so that I can have it for 4 or 5 days in the fridge. I can make quesadillas with it. I make it with eggs. Um, you can serve it over rice. But my favorite way to eat it is in tacos. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, let's get busy with the vegetables. I'm using tricolored peppers here. This one here has some spots on it. I got it at the farmer's market, so I'll go ahead and cut that out. No pasa nada. The pepper is still perfect to use. I'm going to start by getting most of the rib and the seeds out of here with all three of these. And then I'll be giving them a rough chop into maybe quarters or halves, just so I can get them grilled nicely. One very important thing to keep in mind, do not use salt in the mushrooms or zucchini at all until later once they're done. I will be adding about a tablespoon of oil to this bowl of the peppers and just kind of coating all of the pepper with a little bit of oil before I put it on the grill. I'll be doing this with the mushrooms and the zucchini as well. Oh, there's another little spot here. No biggie. We will take care of it. Okay, so I'll be using button mushrooms. You can use portobello or shiitake, whichever kind you'd like. This is what I had in my fridge, so this is what I'll be using. And for the zucchini, I rubbed a little olive oil on this also. And I'm just going to cut it in fours since it's kind of a big one. If there's a lot of seeds, you might want to get most of the seed out of there so it doesn't get so mushy. This one doesn't have much seed at all, so that's good. It's perfect. I like to leave the skin on for color and a little texture. If you want to peel it, feel free. Or if it's one of the really big zucchinis, the skin is usually tough, so you will want to peel that as well. Okay, to the grill we go. This goes in the grill pan and the peppers lay straight on the grill. Meanwhile, I'm dicing the onion while that's all on the grill. And getting the onion ready, as well as the peppers and tomatoes for my a la mexicana part of this dish. These are looking great. I think I'll go ahead and take the peppers off and leave the mushrooms a little bit longer. Okay, so I will give these peppers a chop, kind of in big dices. Another awesome thing about this recipe is you can add whatever vegetables you have in your fridge or in your garden, use them up for this. Sometimes I put eggplant in it, chile poblano, whatever you have. Now I'll be sauteing the onions in about a tablespoon of olive oil. And you'll just want to get them sweated out and a little brown on the sides, a little caramelized for extra flavor. And these mushrooms and zucchini are ready to get off the grill. To the sauteed onions, I will add the jalapenos. If you want less heat, go ahead and de-seed the jalapeno. That definitely will help. Or add less jalapenos. Okay, now that the vegetables are cooked, you're allowed to use salt. Keep in mind and remember that mushrooms, zucchini, and other vegetables for that matter, when there's moisture and liquids, they don't get that char or that crispiness. Instead, the moisture is pulled out with the salt, so it doesn't let them get nice and browned. So you always want to wait till that process is done before adding salt. I'll add a little bit of black pepper and throw in a couple of garlic cloves. I just kind of opened them. I didn't mince them or crush them up at all. The flavor will come out in the oil here as they saute. I will add about a cup of tomato sauce and the water to let this simmer down and all these yummy flavors melt together. And right here you pretty much have a salsa. This kind of salsa can be used a lot of different ways as well, but this is basically our base for this dish. Now we'll add all of the veggies and stir slowly. Do you see how all of the veggies are still intact? They're not mushy or squishy. That's because it did not over grill anything at all. Keeping in mind that I'd simmer it longer with the salsa. So it looks really delish. So I'm going to start getting the cheese shredded. I'll be using Oaxaca cheese today. I have some queso chihuahua in there, but I only have a little. So I'll be using this. This is also known as quesillo. Queso Oaxaca comes from the state of Oaxaca in Mexico. It originates there. It's much like its string cheese, as you can see. Salty, really great for melting, for quesadillas, chiles rellenos, or just snacking like this. Come on, we gotta try a little bit, don't we, while we're doing all this work? It's actually kind of fun pulling string cheese apart, so I kind of enjoy it. Okay, that was fun. Now, let's get ready to add it to our veggies. And we will not be cheap with the cheese. After all, you can never have too much queso, especially when you're saving so many calories just eating all these veggies. Qué delicioso. And looky here, after covering it for about 5 to 7 minutes, it has melted together beautifully and is pretty much ready to serve. Is your mouth watering yet? Mine is. I'll serve a little in a plate. As you can see, there's still a little liquid here, and you could either keep it that way, or you can leave the lid off for a while and just let it simmer away until that evaporates and it dries up a little. I'm going to enjoy some now and let the rest dry up for my taquitos. How good does this look? ¿A poco no? Who needs meat when you have a plate like this? And some good Bernie tortillas. So I thought I'd show you this way and my favorite way to eat them, which is just like this, en taquitos. As you can see, all my veggies stayed intact, not mushy, not overcooked, just perfect, perfecto. So I'm going to take a little bite and let you know what I think. Like my dad always says, a toda madre, delicioso. Well, I hope I inspired you to make this great vegetarian dish. You can use as a main dish or a side dish, and no matter what, you're going to love it and you'll make it over and over again. Gracias for watching Kitchen Vida. There's lots more where this came from. Like and subscribe to my channel. Provecho!